We're seeing people who are rejecting a hadith. Am I correct to say that? Oh, it doesn't seem to fit the narrative that I learned from the Quran. It doesn't seem to coincide with the Quran. I'll take the Quran, but the Sunnah is too problematic for me because it seems like it's contradicting with the Quran. Well, that's what you thought and assumed. Again, Usul al-Fiqh, my brothers and my sisters, teaches us how to reconcile between evidences in the Quran. It may appear that certain verses are contradicting with one another. It may appear. That should be underlined. It may appear that certain hadith are contradicting with one another. Or a ayah, a Quranic verse, or a prophetic tradition, a hadith seems like it's contradicting with the Quran. That's according to your limited understanding. That's why Hafid al-Hakami in his poem, he mentions, my brothers and my sisters, وَكُلُّ مَنْ يَعْتَقِدِ التَّنَاقُضَ في محكم النصين إن تعارضا فليس تخلو هذه القضية من فرط جهل أو لخبث النية. Anyone who thinks that the Quran or the Sunnah is contradicting with one another, then it's one of two cases. Either you're ignorant, and if you're ignorant, we are all ignorant, and we don't know something, my brothers and my sisters, we ask. أليس كذلك? None of us have answers for every question that is posed to us. Write down this principle, my brothers and my sisters. And by the way, guys, we're going to be here till Isha. There will be breaks as well, inshallah ta'ala. Today is not a lecture. I know normally when I come to Green Lane Masjid, I do a lecture, right? Today, my brothers and my sisters, is the real stuff. Usul al-Fiqh is the real stuff, brothers. That will help us navigate around a lot of the violations that we see modern day Muslims falling into, right? Just the other day, my brothers and my sisters, it really hurt me. The sister came out and she outrightly started rejecting a hadith. It really broke my heart seeing all of the ta'liqat. My brother and good friend Abdul Aziz sent it to me. It really, wallahi, nearly put tears to my eyes seeing the ta'liqat, the comments of young brothers and sisters. While you had the sister who was rejecting all of these hadith to the point she started saying, this is disgusting. Uqsimu billah. Something that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned, she would outrightly say, this is disgusting. Because it doesn't fall in line with what she's learned. So Hafid al-Hakami saying in these lines of poetry, by the way, it's from a poem called Wasilatul Husul ila Muhimmat al-Usul. A 640 line poem. I really like this poem. I see it as like in the middle between Maraqi al-Su'ud, which is what, 1,000 line poem, and also the Waraqat of al-Imriti, which is approximately 200 lines. This is really beautiful. But the only issue is there's not a lot of explanations have been written on it. It's only ever one of two reasons. Either you're ignorant and you have to ask questions. Please write this down, guys. Just because you don't have the answers, that doesn't mean there aren't any answers. Sounds like something you would post on Twitter, sah? I'll say that again. Just because you don't have the answers, that doesn't mean there aren't any answers. Are you brothers and sisters with me? Just because you don't have the answers, that doesn't mean there aren't any answers. This is something that we need to be ingraining and instilling within the young generation, our children, our younger siblings. When they go to these universities, there are breeding grounds for kufr, shirk, ism this and ism that. Am I correct to say that? Breeding grounds. We've taken our kids to these universities. They are unequipped, and now you find them in this jungle of doubts. Their hearts are penetrated with doubts. Like I said to you guys before, Loughborough University, I'm sure we've heard about it, right? It's around the corner from here. Half an hour from Leicester. I would see Orientalists roaming around university campus targeting vulnerable Muslims. One doesn't have the tools to be able to repel these doubts, and all of a sudden he's thinking about leaving Islam. Is there anyone here that's studying medicine? And how many years are you studying medicine? 5th and final year. Good. If I asked you some questions about medicine and you didn't have the answer, would you think about jumping ship? Would someone in their right mind do that, my brothers and sisters? He's in his final year. I've now posed some questions to him. He didn't have the answers. Would anyone in their right mind, just because I don't have the answers to these questions that are being posed to me, I'm going to think about leaving it? Would anyone that is aqil do that, my brothers and my sisters? Absolutely not. You'd go and ask someone who's a lot more knowledgeable than you, let me go and do some research. There's no shame in saying Allahu A'lam, especially if you haven't studied. So why, my brothers and my sisters, somebody in their right mind would think about leaving al-Islam? A couple of questions are posed to you and then all of a sudden you begin to doubt the fundamentals of your deen. As you guys will come to appreciate, Usul al-Fiqh, my brothers and my sisters, helps us, assists us, and aids us in being able to reconcile or to harmonize between the evidences when it may appear that it is what contradicting with one another. So he said, فَلَيْسَ تَخْلُ هَذِهِ الْقَضِيَّةِ مِنْ فَرْطِ جَهْلٍ أَوْ لِخُبْثِ النِّيَّةِ. Either this individual is ignorant, and if you're ignorant you ask questions, or خُبْثِ النِّيَّةِ. This person has what? Very, very evil intentions. Like you find these Islamophobes. They have evil intentions in trying to make al-Islam look contradictory. So they'll go through sunnah.com. You guys heard of the website sunnah.com? And they'll start reading the hadith in English. It appears that this hadith is... No, Habibi, because of your filthy evil intentions, right? You're trying to make it appear that it's contradicting with one, where in reality it doesn't. It is because of your limited understanding. وَفَوْقَ كُلِّ ذِي عِلْمٍ عَلِيمٍ. Above every individual that has knowledge is someone with more knowledge, and above all is al-alim, the one who is knowing of everything. So there's no harm, my brothers and my sisters, especially in this world today that is filled with doubts, that you're going to end up hearing something that will shake you to the core. فَمَاذا تَفْعَلْ؟ تَسْأَلْ. You ask. واضح?